guys, for Bitcoin, Cardano, Dogecoin, and what else? Ethereum, yes, Ethereum. What's going to happen? What are my views? I'm going to share all my views, all my analysis, the entry points, the exits, and why I'm still holding Dogecoin. So stay tuned. Let's not waste time here. Let's go to Dogecoin, guys. And I have to say, I made a mistake because 2 days ago, guys, on the 4-hour chart, if you look at this huge accumulation of volume going on along this volume bar here, and along the 200 EMA, which is this yellow dotted line here, guys. So if you look at the dotted line, you can see that price was accumulating along this line. And when price was just here, guys, just here, I said that it was more likely this would continue on an uptrend. So I opened a buy position right here, guys. And I was expecting that price would continue to go on this uptrend, okay? And what happened the next day is like boom, okay? There was this huge drop, okay? Huge drop, and a lot of my haters were like, oh, JAPA Rico, you don't know jack, and you know nothing, and you're always wrong, and blah, blah, blah. But then why am I still holding this position? How come I'm still holding? If you guys look at the daily chart, you're going to see, okay? So I always say to you guys, whenever you analyze something, right? Let me go back to the camera. So guys, it's always like this. Whenever you analyze something, you always have to compare with bigger time frames. So never stick to just one time frame. So when you are on the 4-hour chart, okay, 4-hour chart, look at bigger time frames, because what happens on bigger time frames will ultimately have an influence on your chart, especially if you are holding it for long term. So if you are positioned on the 4-hour chart, you hold it for a few weeks, days, or even weeks, ultimately, right? So that what happens on the daily chart, what happens on the weekly chart will have a huge influence on your position. So that's why you always have to look at bigger time frames. Don't stick to just one time frame, okay? Always compare with other time frames so that you have like a better idea, like for your visibility, you have a much better, like a clear idea of what is going to happen to your trade. Okay, so let's go back to trading view. And here, guys, what's going on is that this is a huge rejection from the 200 EMA on the daily chart. Okay, so although price has already broken the 200 EMA on the 4-hour chart, but it hasn't broken the 200 EMA on the daily chart. And there was this huge rejection that you can see with this shadow of the candle from the 200 and the 200. It went down, actually went down all the way to the 233, touched the 233, and after that there was this rejection. And if you look at the PVA volume, guys, let's look at the PVA volume. So, oops. As you can see, guys, if you compare to this the previous high candle on the volume bar, okay, this bar here is much lower, but is still a notable candle on the volume bar. Okay, so it's still a notable bar on the volume bar. Okay, so it's more likely that price will continue to go on an uptrend from this level, from the 200 EMA. Maybe we'll try to catch the 200 EMA again, I don't know. But if it tries to catch, let's see what's going to happen, if there is notable volume or not. If there is notable volume, we will continue on this uptrend. It's more likely price will continue on this uptrend. If not, we don't know. We have to compare with bigger time frames. So let's take a look at the weekly chart. A weekly chart, guys. So far, there is no notable volume here, okay? So far, we can't tell anything, but you can see that there was this rejection from the dragon on the weekly chart as well, okay? So we have the dragon here, and you can see it's very clear, this rejection from this level, although the weekly candle hasn't closed yet. So I always tell you guys, you always need to wait until the candle closes on that time frame. In this case, it's the weekly time frame, so you need to wait until the week closes in order to make any analysis, okay? So that's for Dogecoin, guys. Let's go to BTC. Now Bitcoin, guys. And for the Bitcoin, guys, on the weekly chart, I think there is this possibility that price will try to catch the dragon at some point here. So on the weekly chart, I would say Bitcoin is is trying to catch, so it's more likely it will go down on the weekly chart. So let's take a look at the daily chart. So on the daily chart for Bitcoin, guys, on the daily chart, you can see this. Let me maximize so that you can have a better idea of what's going on. So you can see this accumulation of price along the dragon. So it's more likely price will go on an uptrend, continue on this uptrend. So price will go up on the daily, but don't forget that price is more likely to go down on the weekly, according to my analysis. And here you can also see this accumulation of volume going on the volume bar. So on the daily, once again, it's more likely price will continue to go up, but I don't know until when, because there is this divergence with the weekly analysis. On the daily, let's look at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, you can see the volume is, the price is being accumulating just under the 200 EMA. So for the 4-hour chart, also, it's more likely price will continue to go on an uptrend. Okay, so I would say that for both 4-hour chart and daily chart, price will continue to go on this uptrend. I just don't know until when, because of this divergence with the weekly analysis. Okay, so that was for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Cardano, guys. So for Cardano, guys, there's this huge accumulation of volume. You can see the volume here. And the accumulation is taking place along the 200 EMA. So it's more likely price will continue to go on this uptrend for Cardano on the 4-hour chart. And for the daily chart, guys, for the daily chart, I can say the same thing. Is more likely price will continue to go on this uptrend. Okay, that's for Cardano on the daily chart. And the weekly chart, guys, I really don't know. I really don't know. So for the weekly chart, guys, because as you can see, guys, it's not very clear what's going on. Okay, it's not very clear. Like we have two green candles. Price has made a new high. Okay, here there is some correction going on. Okay, but I'm not really sure if it will bounce back up again or if it's going down, continue to go down and touch. We don't know. It's not very clear to me. So for Cardano, on the weekly chart is really a question mark. It's really a question mark. I have no idea. Okay, so I will not say anything about the weekly chart. And let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum, guys, already made this double top on the weekly chart. Okay, so for me it's very clear, this double top on the weekly chart. So I would say to me that for Ethereum, guys, it's more likely price will go down. Okay, it will go down the weekly chart and we'll try to catch at least try to catch. I'm not sure why the chart is doing this. Sometimes it's crazy, but it's more likely it will try to catch the dragon at some point here, right, guys? So price from here will go down. It will try to catch the dragon, according to my analysis. Okay, this is on the weekly chart. And the daily chart, guys, let's take a look at the daily chart. Daily chart is still accumulating here. So I think on the daily chart it still has some chance for the uptrend to continue, okay? But don't forget that on the weekly chart is more likely to go down. So we don't know for how long it's going to continue on this uptrend. Also for the 4-hour chart, guys. 4-hour chart, guys, is more likely it will continue to go up again. So, but we don't know for how long. So it's a little bit tricky. If you are positioned, if I am positioned on Ethereum, I would watch out, because I know that on the weekly chart there was already that formation of double tops. Okay, so once again, on the weekly chart you can already you can identify this double tops taking place. So it's more likely price will go down. So even if I go bullish, even if I open a long like a buy position, even if I go long on Ethereum on the 4-hour chart or on the daily chart, I always watch out because I'm aware of the double top. Okay, so that's the thing for today, guys. Hope I can see you guys maybe later tonight. I can see you guys. We can do another catch up and we can talk more about the crypto markets. And stay tuned. If you want to open an account with a very good broker, there is this promotion going on with Bybit. Bybit is a very trustable, very reliable broker. It's the broker that I'm using. So here's the link on the description of this video. You can get up to $610 of bonus if you open an account through JAPA RICO'S link. And if you have any questions, guys, please ask me here in the comments section below, and stay tuned for new updates. Thank you for watching and goodbye.